Minister Patali Champika Ranawaka revealed today that the procurement of coal for the Nuracholi power station has been undertaken without a proper tender procedure for the past 2 years. The minister convened a media briefing today following the revelation made by Power and Energy Minister Pavitra Vanyararachi in Parliament yesterday that a loss of about 1.5 billion rupees has been incurred through the procurement of coal. Minister Vanyararachi made this revelation in response to a question proposed by MP Dr. Harsha De Silva.
The total loss amounts to 1,507,044,116 rupees and 25 cents.
I think this must be the biggest fraud uncovered in recent times, a fraud of 1.5 billion.
මෙවැනි සිදුවීමක් 2012 අගභාගයේදී සිදු වුණා.
Such a situation arose in the latter part of 2012. There was no involvement on the part of the Ceylon Electricity Board or the Power and Energy Ministry. The Lanka Coal Company is owned by the CEB, the Finance Ministry, the Ports Authority and the Shipping Corporation. Coal is supplied for the Puttalam Power Plant under the name of the Lanka Coal Company. The transport of coal is undertaken by the Shipping Corporation. The CEB receives the annual requirement via the Lanka Coal Company. There's a small problem with the Puttalam Power Plant because coal cannot be unloaded there throughout the year. It is difficult to unload coal in the period between the 14th of April and the 14th of September. It takes about 7 to 10 days to unload coal from a ship. Thereby the CEB does not allow for coal to be brought in between April and September. But we found out later that in 2012 2 ships carrying coal had been brought in by the Shipping Corporation without the approval of the CEB. When the conditions were very windy, a problem arose with regard to unloading this coal. The first is that the coal had already been unloaded from 2 ships and they were told not to accept that coal. They were told not to unload the coal from the 3rd ship. Immediately it was decided that the coal would be purchased from the Nobel company which the CEB usually gets coal from without getting another 5 ships. That was my order. I have it in writing. That is all we know of the matter. But later various persons intervened and sought advice from the Attorney General and engaged in various undertakings. Accordingly, I was made to remove the then chairman of the Lanka Coal Company. I ordered the group appointed thereafter to immediately conduct an investigation and take action. Meanwhile, I addressed several letters to then High Commissioner for Indonesia and the CID. This happened on the 24th. On the 29th, I left that position. This is what transpired. If some irregularity has occurred, then it must be definitely be investigated and the persons responsible for it must be punished. Meting out punishment is what does not happen in the country. This has only cropped up 2 years later. The first coal tender was awarded in September 2012. There is a problematic situation surrounding this as well.
කියන එක ගැනත් මම හිතන්නේ මේ පරීක්ෂණවල සොයා බැලිය යුතුයි.
Minister, it has been said that the loss is approximately 1.5 billion. The burden is in turn placed on the people. The people have the right to question this. What is your stance?
An even bigger problem is that a single individual has been supplying coal to Sri Lanka since 2012 without a proper tender procedure. Nobel Resources Limited. They have been supplying since 2009. I am not sure who it is for certain. It would be good if you could find out.
Minister, you had asked for the first tender to be cancelled, for the 2 shipments to be cancelled and for the coal not to be unloaded from the 3rd ship. What were your reasons?
Back-to-back agreement.
The Shipping Corporation does not have a right to reach back-to-back agreements. The Shipping Corporation was bound to supply coal to the Lanka Coal Company. This should be done via Nobel. We are not prepared to accept shipments brought in via ad hoc agreements struck with others.
Agreement එකක් ගහලා මෙහෙම ගේන ගේනව පිළිගන්න අපි ලෑස්ති නෑනේ.
I do not know whether the political authorities are involved, but I will tell you something. The persons who are in key positions are corrupt white-collar criminals.
සුදු කරපටි අපරාධකාරෝ white collar criminals ලා. ඒගොල්ලෝ ඊටාම දූෂිතයි.